Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Space Engineers. I am your host, Renovate. I'll be your captain for today. Today, guys, we're going to, I'm actually going to show you a little bit what I've been doing. It's in the background, you can probably see it. I know last episode I said we'd probably work on that hydrogen farm that we had, but I think we're going to wait because I just don't think I need to do that right now. But I think what we want to do today, guys, is start getting ready for space, because space is our ultimate destination. And so yeah, I forgot what I was getting ready to say. But yeah, I wanted to show you what I've been working on. If you've been watching Link's episodes, he's actually already got a pretty nice ship started. And not that, why am I walking so slow? I feel like I'm walking really slow. Not that I'm in any hurry to get to space, because he's going to be using hydrogen power, and I decided I was going to go with the old using battery. I guess that's because I have that, but I need all that metal. But he's, I think, going with a hydrogen-based ship, and I'm going to go with a reactor-based ship. So I'm using the helithrusters, and I wish there was a clock. That'd be awesome if there was a clock in a clock. I'm sorry, guys. I just got distracted. I'm looking at the physical gravity, and it's now 1.0 G, and it used to be 9.8. That's weird, right? Didn't the gravity used to be 9.8? I don't know. Maybe something changed. So yeah, that is weird. I don't have a gravity generator or anything on. What happens if we turn our jetpack on? Can we fly without any problem? 1G. Maybe it was like 0.98? I thought it was like 9.8. I don't know. That's weird. So anyways, guys, this is my ship. This is actually version number 2. And when I say version number 2, do I got enough? I got enough hydrogen just to show you guys. I originally was thinking of making it like, if you guys know what the Saturn V rocket looks like from the United States, it's got 5 gigantic thruster rockets and a long center, basically like what a normal rocket would look like up the middle, and then the main passenger bay, or whatever they want to put on it, is at the tip. And that's what I was trying to build, but we don't really have a lot of options for roundness other than the round blocks. And the round blocks, if we go and look, if this is a round block, I really only have that shape. And why am I moving around like this? I really only have that shape, which is like that. We got this shape, which is a corner block, and then we got this, which is that. But they're all perfectly round. There's nothing that we could make where I could make like a sphere, like a large sphere, unless we want to use regular blocks and kind of have it like a Minecraft type sphere, because everything in this is basically squares. But yeah, let me show you what I got going on here. So the way this is set, this is going to be the way that the ship actually, is that right? Yeah, this is the bottom of the ship. So if we're going to be in space, that's what it's going to look like. So this is the front up here. That's actually right there going to be this is going to be the captain's quarters. That's going to be the window. And then underneath here is going to be how we get our planes in, or our planes, our aircraft, or what do you want to call it, ships. So I gave it this little ribbed look right here, and the only reason I did that is because I needed to put these thrusters. There's one there, and if you look underneath here, I already have one in here. Now these are the helithrusters, if you look on my number 9. The only problem I'm going to have with these, though, if you look, the superconductor conduits and the thruster, I think the thruster components is more, it takes 500 a piece, which takes a lot of platinum. Now we have some platinum, but I don't have very much because I've already made the thrusters for my other ship using thruster components. So we're going to have to figure out how we're going to get that. But this is going to be the back, so you can kind of see what the profile of it is. It's kind of got like This would be the top, that's the bottom. So the thrusters go like this, and then I just kind of did this ribbed detail on the top here. And then those are the forward thrusters, and then these front-facing thrusters are going to kind of be hidden by the profile of the ship, except for that one. So it's going to have kind of a cool profile. It's a little bit different than what I'm used to, but it's kind of got that Star Wars Imperial ship looking design. So that's what I've been working on. I'm not sure if I want to... my original thought was if we're in space, I was just going to leave this part open, and we could just fly in whatever ship that we use, park it here. I wasn't going to do any cargo doors. We would just have this whole area outside of our airlock system. But I got to make sure that we got enough room to put all our other stuff in here. The cool thing is, even though this doesn't look like a lot of room, I have it set so that we can have a catwalk that comes back into here, and I have tons of room inside here. So that might be our option. We might put some stuff in and around this area here. Now these thrusters don't do any damage, so even if I'm on the back side of this, it's not going to hurt me. The funny thing is I can't fly through these things. Let me see that. Yeah. So yeah, so that's what I've been building. It's been taking quite some time, a lot of iron, lots and lots of iron, because I got to build it piece by piece. So that's what I'm going to be working on. I just wanted to show it to you. But I got to figure out, maybe they changed it. This is, I'm recording this 2 days after the last patch, and maybe that's what's going on. The gravity set to G, I'm not quite sure, but I'll figure it out. But we didn't do anything with our hydrogen farm. It's still here. It's still pink, thanks to Link. And our spy satellite, I took it out of space because there's nobody really right now rushing to get to space. And a couple people are taking a break right now, so I brought it down. It's actually sitting over there and it's turned off. So, but yeah, guys, this is what I'm gonna be working on. As I get a little bit done, piece by piece, I'll bring you back and show you what's going on. But this is gonna be our ship. If you guys are enjoying the series, I'm just gonna say this ahead of time. Make sure you hit that like button. It just lets me know that you are. If you're not, it's kind of a bellwether. Let me know if I should continue doing the series, or I'm going to continue doing it regardless. But if we should look at doing multiple seasons of this, I enjoy the game a lot. Even if you guys don't want to see it recorded, I'm going to continue playing it. But when you hit those like buttons, it doesn't really do anything for us monetarily wise, especially on YouTube. We don't make anything anyways. Now with the new ad crap. But it just lets us know what you guys like to see and what you enjoy. So let me know. And if you got some pretty cool names for some ships, I'd like something that's out of the ordinary. I just don't want stuff like you see on the movies or anything. But if you guys can come up with some cool names, I'll put it on there. And if I pick you, I'll give you credit for it. And then actually, if you have a YouTube channel as well, I will highlight your channel when I name the ship. So that'll be something cool for you guys to do. So I'll be back in a little bit, guys. I'm going to continue building my ship. I'm not going to put any parts in it, but we'll continue having fun. So I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, guys, I'm going to show you what I've gotten done so far. What I've been doing is going over to our mining base that's over there. Instead of wasting materials and building stuff a third time, I've just been taking that one apart. But I need to... What I come over here for? Oh, my energy's already low. Okay. Yeah, so I've been tearing those components apart and just rebuilding them inside the ship. I was just looking at noise. That noise kind of freaked me out there for a second. So I'm going to keep these here. I might, since we're not using this one right here, I don't think this one has anything in it. Let me check. It's got a couple things in it, but not that much. But this one has anything in it. I might take one of these apart. I haven't gotten any cargo containers put in here yet. Good timing, the sun's just coming up. But this is what the ship looks like so far. This is the front of it, and I got some windows put in. I got it all welded up, except for the engines, which those are gonna not get done right away anyways. So if we go in from the back, this is how you would typically get into it. I'm just going to make this our hangar bay. I put up glass right there. Let me get off that. We'll have our hangar doors here, our airlock doors here, so I can see what's going on out there. So yeah, I brought this over. I brought this over. I brought the reactor over. I went in and built another reactor. I got these tubes set up to come over to here. This is where our med bay is going to be. I brought our cryo chamber over that was over there. And then I put a bunch of gyroscopes in for right now. I think that's going to be enough. So yeah, but I don't know how to do... I don't really have that much room. This isn't really that big of a ship. The back of it's pretty big. And then I got all this space up here that I could probably maybe put the storage tank like right here in the middle. And then just run a conveyor through this little tunnel. And then maybe put all our oxygen stuff up on the ceiling. And just leave this all as one open space so I don't have to try to condition more than one room. But yeah, I just want to get the basics so we can get off this rock. The next thing I'm going to have to probably do, and this might be a little bit cheaty, but not really. You can see how that looks now. It's kind of like it. I think I screwed up on the front. It needs to be a little bit longer ship. But it gives us the opportunity to make it a little bit longer. But, yeah, I'll put some stripes. I was thinking about, see how I did that in black? I'm thinking about doing that all across the back here. And then we'll paint this all black inside here. But what I'm going to need to do, if I go up here, I'll show you what I'm running into. I don't think that I have enough platinum. And let's go in here. Let's actually turn our jetpack off. Hold on. There we go. If we go in here, I don't have any platinum in here left. We got uranium in there. Got nickel and iron here. I got more iron there, and then see we still have all these superconductor components, but we don't have any of the other things. And I think, let's see, I don't think we have any more. We can go check, but I don't think we do. So yeah, that's going to be a thing. So what we're probably going to have to do is, oh man, how are we going to do this? We're going to have to, it might still, or no, I took it down. I can take this into space because I got the thrusters to get up there into space. The problem I think I'm going to have is I don't have anything for like an oxygen generator. So I might have to squeeze an oxygen generator in here so that we can at least get some oxygen for our piece here. And then we'll have to go and find a meteorite that that's got some plutonium or platinum on it. I don't believe that there's any on this planet. There might be some on the moon, but that would probably take us a warp to get there. So yeah, that's my dilemma. I'm trying to think whether I want to end the episode here and just make it a short episode. I really didn't do anything other than I built off screen. So I tell you what, I will probably go ahead and throw one of those oxygen generators on here just so that we have oxygen for our compartment up there. I'll fill this up with uranium, and I think we will go up and at least try to find a meteor that's got the plutonium on it, or platinum. I don't know why I keep calling it plutonium. And then we'll call it an episode. So let me get some stuff ready, and then we'll wrap this up. Be right back. All right, guys. So I got an oxygen generator on here, and I got an oxygen tank. And we are headed out into space. I love the noise. I love the sound of those helicarrier thrusters. Cool. All right, let's keep going. Yeah, so they must have changed the gravity. That's odd. I don't know if they did that in the last Update or what? But we're slowly getting into outer space. I'm not as afraid this time as I was the last time we came to space in a single player. Now that was kind of stressful because that was my first time ever going into space, and I didn't know what to do. But this is fun. This is fun. Okay, guys, I had to fix I actually had to unplug my headphones and everything and redo everything. So I am back. So we need to find. Zoom out a little bit. We're gonna have to find some asteroids, and I think that they don't start showing up till you get to about 30,000 meters, if I remember correctly. Might be a little bit further. And we are going. I don't know if I hit this, if we'll just keep. No, we're not totally out of gravity yet, so we gotta go a little bit further. As you can see down there, we're at 0.28 Gs. We got 5 hours of battery life if I let go of it. We get 2 years of battery life, so we got plenty of battery life. Now the server is having a little bit of trouble right now because it's having to generate the asteroids, so that's always going to be an issue when we travel. But that's not that much of a problem. I mean, that's what the little pauses are. Hopefully there's nothing bad out here because this ship does not have anything that's going to help it stay away from bad guys. So we are still making our way up. And I'm surprised that we haven't exited gravity already. Usually when you get to about a half a G, it just automatically throws you into space. So we'll have to see. Yeah, there's a little sim. So you can see right... There we go. I was going to say you can see the asteroids are starting to come in. I saw that one way out there first. There's an asteroid there. So we're going to have to go get this. The other thing I realized is that I'm not going to be able to log off up here, so we're going to have to find one, mine it, and get back home because I don't have a med bay. I could leave my ship out here, I guess. But there's no way that I would have enough hydrogen to get out here. I'm trying to see which way is actually... I think that is the correct... Or is this correct? Yeah, that's correct. So that's level right there. So we'll just keep going this way a little bit. If I hit this, does it? Yep, it still slows down. So we're not totally into space. Not totally. But I am seeing asteroids, which is good. I'm going to head over to this one real quick. Let me get a little bit closer to this one. See what's on it. And if there's nothing there, I'll keep exploring until we find one. And I might go ahead and... Oh, man, I don't know. I don't know if there's a cryo chamber that I can make for small ships. That would be excellent if there was. I'll just plop it onto this bad boy and then we can log off up here in space. But I'd run out of oxygen pretty quickly. So let's get... We're almost to the point where we could do that. Some of these asteroids are almost still in Earth's orbit. Alright guys, so I did find an asteroid. And I went ahead and labeled it platinum ore. There's platinum right here, and I've already started to mine some of it. There's actually platinum. Let me get to this view. There's actually platinum right here, and there's actually some platinum over here on the other side. That's the core of the meteorite, but there's actually some platinum over on this side. and I've already mined some of it too. And this asteroid is right on the brink of the planet's gravity. Like, it's not very far off from where it ends up being the zero gravity. So I've went ahead and mined some of this. I'm waiting for the sun to, there we go, the sun. I was waiting for the sun to come back out. There's a little patch of ice right there, which is good because I kind of need some ice to get my my oxygen stuff replenished. But we're gonna go ahead and, you can see where I mined the platinum right there. And just so for you, those of you playing, if you don't know what platinum looks like, I'll show you. This is the normal rock meteor. It's kind of got that marble-looking texture to it, but the platinum is right there. It's kind of got like a little silverish texture to it, and so that's what we're looking for. And I've actually mined quite a bit. If we look down here, I already have 147,000 platinum, and that's way more than what I need, but I just wanted to go ahead and mine some. I might take some back and leave it for the other players that are playing in case they need it to make some stuff, just to help them out. I know some people have kind of gotten burned out because they haven't been able to get into space as quickly as they wanted to, and I kind of feel bad, so that's what we're going to do. So if they need some platinum, I might just let them know, let them know to let me know, and I can give them some. I'm not officially calling this our first trip to space, even though we are in space. I consider this as a mining trip. I'm not exploring anything other than trying to get resources. All the other resources that we need are actually back on the planet, other than gold. I think we're going to need gold for the other pieces that we need to make these thruster components. But once I got this, since I know where this meteorite is, we're pretty good and we're pretty set. And I want to look at how much oxygen. We got plenty of oxygen, so we got enough to make it back home. If I look down, or look towards the planet, I'm trying to see. That's our home right there. That's that desert that we live on, and that little patch of blue right there is our home. So we're actually going to head back to home, unload all this stuff, and yeah, you can see there we're at 42,000 meters. If we were just a little bit closer, we could have used our laser antenna, and we could have just made this machine a drone actually, and we could have just flown out here. The only other way to do that, to make that work, is to set a satellite up out here, somewhere about 39,000 to 38,000, and then just do a relay. That would be the only thing I could think of. Or maybe find the tallest mountain on the rock, and then put a tower there, or some kind of a relay tower, and then we can send signals up here into space. But I think that's going to be a little bit much for what we need. Just before I do go back, I wanted to look around, and there's the server hiccup that we usually have for the spawning of the asteroids. Alright, so we did get back to our base, and yeah, our antenna is not showing up, so I don't know if maybe I don't have an antenna on this ship. I don't really understand why that is. I'm gonna point my nose up and then kind of come around like this, and I don't remember if my, okay, that's my connector there on the right, so we need to like this. And then we're connected. Hit Control 2 and dump it all in. Awesome. So we should be dumping it all in there. Yeah, it's dumping it all in there. let's go ahead and exit out of this real quick. Let's go exit and go to Control 1. Let's turn our reactor off, this and this. I did jump out of the ship, and I threw out all the stone in space, and then I'll do a cleanup and remove all floating objects, and I think that's why I might have had that little hiccup, and that's why I'm out of hydrogen. So let's jump. Let's let's jump out of the ship. Alright, so we're going to try this one more time. I thought I pressed the record button, but I didn't. Anyways, so the ship is parked. We're going to do all this again. I just spent like 10 minutes talking, and now I'm going to make it into 5 minutes because I know exactly what I wanted to tell you. Alright, so what I was saying, and you guys weren't listening because I didn't press the right button. Everything is getting dumped into the refinery. So if we look over here to the refinery and look, the platinum's getting dumped in. It's making platinum very, very slowly for some reason. I don't know why. But it's going really slow. And that's kind of unfortunate because I need a crap load of this stuff. And the reason that we need it is if we go over here and go to production, we're going to be making these things here. And it says it requires 0.4 platinum per thruster component. So if it requires 0.4, 0.04 actually, and we have 23, so we have about 50. Is that about 50? That's about 500. It's about 500 thruster components, and I think each one of these thrusters out here actually require 300 apiece. And I have 5, 10, 11, 12. So we have 12 thrusters. I need another one here, so there's 13. And I don't have any of them that point left and right. So that's going to be, we're going to be building thrusters for quite some time. But what I wanted to do is show you real quick what the ship looks like. I did a little bit of changing. I didn't have enough room inside. Our ship used to end right here, so I added this whole section here. And kind of gave it just kind of a spiky looking look. And then that's the front of it, so it's kind of weird looking. But the captain's chair is going to sit there, and that way I can actually have a nice view from what's underneath me and look around. But let's jump in real quick, and I'll show you what the layout is inside. So the layout inside, this is where we're going to fly in our fighter ship. Now, I don't have our fighter ship built yet. We're going to build that in an episode. We'll use the, what's it called? The projector, and I'll show you how that works. But it's something I built in single player, and we'll build it on here. But one of the things I did is this used to stop like right here, and the captain's quarters was like right here, and I needed some more room, so we just added 9 more blocks. And I added this connector right here, and the reason I put the connector here is I want to bring our mining ship too, and I really didn't have enough room to put 2 ships in the back here, so the mining ship's just going to back itself up and connect to this, and that way it's always connected inside the ship. And we can take both ships with us. I created a little hallway here. This is going to have an airlock. And then this will be a nice little tunnel. And then this will have another airlock right here. I'm debating whether or not to make this whole section here, just leave it open so it's never being pressurized. Or I might put some hangar doors. I haven't decided yet. Maybe you guys can convince me. But right now I'm just going to leave it as is. And then down here around the corner we have the captain's quarters. I need to finish the top, but I did put it in the glass, and like I said, the captain's seat will sit right here, so this will be our view, so we'll be able to look down into space. From this cargo container over here, we're going to bring a tube around and then sit right here, and this will be where our med bay sits. And then we'll also have a junction that comes up, and then we'll put our cryo chamber up against it, because on the cryo chambers the connection is on the back. And then I went ahead and brought everything, so everything that was in our little mining base over there is now over here. So I got the refinery, the assemblers down there. I got one of the reactors. I built some more, and then this is the oxygen, and I built an oxygen tank, but the oxygen generator sits here so we can have some air into here. I did put a vent here just in case we do decide to compress this area. And there's also a vent in the ceiling in this hallway right here, and there's also one up in the captain's quarters. So that's our ship. And like I said before, if you guys got some cool names for the ship, let me know, and we will give you credit for it. And if you actually have a YouTube channel and you did win the naming prize, I'll actually highlight your channel on my channel and help you out a little bit. Not that I have a lot of viewers, but I do have another channel, and we'll broadcast it on there as well. So I'm going to let this thing continue to pump platinum into there. I'm going to build a bunch of thrusters, or at least the components. And we still got about 3 or 4 episodes before we ever get to space, because we got a lot to get done before we go to space. At least for space for good. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure you smash that like button. And if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And also follow me on Twitter, so you guys know when videos are uploaded. And also check all the links in the description below. Those are all the other cool people that are playing Space Engineers with me. And make sure you show them some love too. So I'll see you next time, guys. It's been fun.